Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aftal Hassan. I have been working as a graphic designer for almost 10 years now. So on today's video, we will be studying how to come up with colors for your graphic design work, how to come up with a color palette. So there are many ways how you can do this, but today we are going to study a easy, simple way. So if you want to know about rest of the color combinations, how to come up with or how to choose colors for your artworks, I will be making on the upcoming videos. So subscribe and stay tuned for that. So now let's get right into it. I'm going to take the type tool first, and then I'm going to type thank you. So you can type any word that you want. After that, get the selection tool and then make it bigger. Okay, so the design that I'm trying to make is something to do with the blend tool. Let's add a blend and let's create a wave. That's the idea. But then we have to come up with a color. So that's the main part of today's video. I have to teach you how I am going to quickly, without thinking too much, without breaking my head, how can I add some nice colors into my design. So first of all, I'm going to change to a different font, right? So there is this font called Dotties. I'm going to increase this to be much bolder, right? And then align it to the artboard. I'm also going to reduce the size of the artboard, because then you can take a copy, and this copy we can leave it here. So the plan is to connect these two with the blend tool. So W to blend tool, W, and then press on the first one and another press on the second one. Both of these two will get connected. After that, Shift C for the anchor point tool. You can pull this down and maybe leave it like that. But you can notice that the number of blend or these numbers of the text is not enough. So what do? We double click the blend tool to go inside the blend setting, then change to specified steps, and then this step is not enough. So right now I'll show you what happens when I put 10. Now 10 of these are not enough. However, let's go for 200. So you can toggle the preview and toggle it back again to see that is a nice wave. All right, now let's say this is the design that you want to make. I'm just going to double click on this and select this one, the top one, and give it a color, right? And then as you can see, it's also below everything. So I'm going to hold down Control Shift right square bracket key to send it to the top. I'm also going to press Control C to take a copy of that and double click out of this edit mode, and then now you can press Control F to paste whatever I copied and change its color to, let's say, not white. Since we have a white background, I will go for a different color for now. For now, let's say maybe this for now, right? As you can see, now let's say we did something like this, and now we are out of ideas to add colors into this. So how can you do that? What's the fastest way? You can always, the idea is, the trick is, we are going to steal some colors from others. When I say steal, I'm talking about we are going to get some inspiration. So what better place we have than Behance, right? So let's go to Behance, right? So here I'm going to go for a new tab and then search for Behance. Let us go in, and now I'm going to search for blend tool so that we can see what others have used. About Behance, we can find here the best of the best designers as well as beginners, but most of the beginners are well motivated beginners. They want to try something. So here overall it's a good place, because here we can find beginners work too, and then we can find pros work too. So here let us search for blend tool Illustrator, And then you can see most of the works that are done by beginners as well as some are done by pros. As you can see right now, you can just scroll through and get some nice inspiration, color inspiration. Now for an example, look at these colors, the blue, the red, yellows, very interesting, right? I kind of like the way how these ones are too, the black background, all of these colors. So I'm thinking I might go for some of these. Let me see if I can find any awesome color combinations, right? This one too is really nice, and this too, as you can see here as well. So now we are not going to copy their entire design, but instead we are just going to see some of these designs until we find only the colors that will suit better in our design. All we have to do is just go and go and go, scroll and scroll until you find something that inspire you the most. So I already found, I'm not going to delay. I'm thinking something like this would do fine. So I'm going to click on it, and then how about this one? This one, I'm thinking this has a bit more colors, we'll see. All right. So what I did was I scrolled further more down, and then I came across these ones. Look at these ones. These colors are really cool looking. They are very saturated. So I'm finding this one looks good too. So let me go in here. Let's first use some of the colors from here. After that, now I'm going to take a screenshot of this. So I'm using this software. The Share X is a very good screenshot tool. So all I have to do is press the Control Print key on my keyboard, and then I can click drag, and all of a sudden it gets copied to your clipboard. And now you can just go to Illustrator and paste it. Control V. Move this to a side. Yeah, maybe here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create some boxes, right? Just some boxes. First of all, let's analyze how many colors are there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors. So I need 5 boxes. I have 4 and then 5. So now eyedropper tool we are going to grab some colors and apply it here. Okay, while the time I used the eyedropper tool, I thought it's a very good time for me to explain one of the awesome features, one of the underrated features of the eyedropper tool. So what we usually did was we selected this box, then we press the eyedropper. I is the shortcut key. So we just select on to the image, color got applied to the box, right? Then we move on to the second one, then I again. This is time consuming. Let me tell you one of the fastest ways how you can apply colors. Okay, get the eyedropper tool and hold down the Alt button. Now don't hold it. So now you choose the color. One click on that color, hold down Alt, and now while holding Alt, click on this. So that color will get applied here. So one more time. This time don't hold Alt. Just click on this, hold on Alt and apply it here. So one more time, grabbing the color, holding Alt, applying here. So grabbing the color, holding Alt, applying here, grabbing the color, holding Alt, applying here. I think I need one more box. So yeah, so I will select this, and that's it. We are done with that. Now grab all of these boxes and open your swatches panel. So you can go here as well, or mine's here. Now press this the new color group, and then rename whatever you want, and then press OK. Now as you can see, we have this color group here. Now all of these we don't need, we'll delete it. Okay, so gone. Now like this, I'm going to put a black BG, and then for the waves, these colors. So first let's take a copy, and if you need to apply gradient, if you don't know this, you can't just open your gradient panel and you can't just click on here. If you click now, as you can see, the gradient doesn't get applied. Even though I am changing these colors, as you can see, that for the text, the gradient doesn't get applied. So I know it's a bit weird feature in Illustrator. They have to definitely make this better for us, but it's okay. You have to, for now, go open your appearance panel and then the new fill button. Once we have a new fill, and if that is selected, okay, make sure it is selected. Right now it is not, so I'm just going to select it and then open the gradient panel, and this time you can choose this. So press on that, double click on the white and go for your swatches and choose the first color. So press here to add another point and change its color as well. So third one, click, and then for this, all right, my pen is not working well, not sure why, so I just have to optimize it. All right, we have added this gradient for the text. Now select all of these and delete. Yeah, so we are just going to move this up and remember to align it. So did I align to my artboard? Yeah, align to my artboard. Now one more thing I have to tell. So this is a problem with almost all the Illustrator versions. If you can see, when you add a fill layer to the text, and if that is a gradient, it will show you a slight border around here, black border, which is not really nice. Have a look. So if I take a copy of this, right, if I take the blend tool and when I connect this, and when I double click on the blend tool and when I increase the number of steps to like 200, you can clearly see that, right? But even if we change this to the pixel preview, still this is a lot worse. You can see that clearly, right? So that is one way how you can solve this. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo everything. So we are going to expand the text, but the editability will be lost, but it's okay. You can of course always take a copy of, keep a copy of this, right? So let me zoom out. So let me keep a copy of that, select this and expand the appearance of that. All right, now if I zoom in, yeah, even now I am able to notice that. But the previous color is the one which is visible. If you can notice that, previously I guess I have applied purple. That's the color which is visible. So what we could have done is we could have made it white. Okay, I think that's a good idea. So but before that, let me create a box and make sure that all of this gradient is on there, so I can easily apply for the text, right? Now for the text, select the fill layer and delete it. Gone, right? See, this is the color that is visible. So another way how you could do is you can delete this. Okay, so open this, fill and press none. So now none of the color is applied. Now create a brand new fill and now choose this gradient. So let me click on this button right here. Now as you can see, we have perfectly solved that problem. Now I don't see those background color. All right, so zooming out, taking a copy of this, W for the blend tool, click on here and here, But before I do that, I just want to take a copy of this and making sure that I will center this. Now W for blend tool, connect these two, and we also need a black color BG. So starting from here, all right, so aligning this, all right, I guess yeah, let me switch on snap to pixels. I have to use the mouse for accuracy, I guess. That's okay. Let me align this and make sure it goes all the way to the back. Now selecting this, and I need more. So double click on the blend tool. I'm thinking I'm going all of a sudden for 300. Let me check how that turns out. Everything feels smooth and all, but you just have to curve it to realize if it's good or not. So let's take the anchor point tool and then pull it down. Shift C is the shortcut key for that. Pull it down like this. Okay, as you can see, we can see those staircases, zigzag lines, which is not enough. So let us double click here and move this to like 600. Yeah, now it's not that noticeable at all. I think it's fine. This is not going to be an issue. And double click on this, select this text and put it to the top, all the way to the top. Okay, so Control Shift right square bracket key. Looks cool. And then just have to align this and change its color to white. So to white, and it's below, taking it to the top too. All right, now selecting all of this without the background and just trying to align it, and now how it goes. Looks cool and all, but I don't like the way how these waves are not visible. See these waves, you can call them waves, they are not visible much. So because these are very bright colors, or else what I could do is I can just select this one and make sure it has more darker color. So once that is selected, open the fill, and what you can do is you can recolor all of these colors. So once these ones are selected, I can go to edit colors, recolor artwork, because it was not found here, therefore I went the other way around. Now let us go to the edit, and then chain should be enabled. Right now it is unchained or unlinked. We're going to chain it or link it, and then you can see the brightness and the saturation. I think I'm going to reduce the brightness to see how that goes. Now as you can see, the gap separation is nice and visible between all of these wordings. That's really cool too. Even if I put it all the way down, you can clearly see it, but I don't like the way how this place right here getting too much darker. So let's enable it. Maybe I'm just going to put it back to how it was, and this time I'm going to try with the saturation set to a higher value to see if that helps. Not much. Saturation doesn't do anything much. Maybe now I can make it a bit more darker as well. Reduce the saturation too much. It's too much, right? No, it's not that bad. Okay, not bad. Okay, so I'm just going to press OK. And then this is looking a lot better now. Yeah, now you can create some variation. I know this this is white and it's not that visible, we might have to give more colors to it, or you could give a outline. But now I'm just trying to select this one at this point and see if I can come up with a different variations. I will make it a bit more smaller. Have a look at this. This looks cool too. So double click here. Oh, let's check this out. Yeah, as you can see, I have to increase those number, but I will do it finally before I export the JPG, because now if I do increase this, if you do not have a, even when you have a, like a powerful PC, still this is going to lag because there are so many text layers here creating this wave. Now this looks really cool. I like the way how this is white and still this looks good. I don't think if we change this to any other color, this will look good too. So as you can see, putting it to black is a little bit okay, but this is a completely tricky looking design this way. But as you can see, maybe you can leave this at white and then add a bit of a drop shadow, so stylized drop shadow, that would help too. But this is not nice at all, right? So you're going to reduce the power of the drop shadow, but before I do that, I'll make sure that I blur it a lot more. When I blur it a lot more, it's almost like not so much visible because this blur is getting spreaded. Now what you can do is try to put this to a very low number and then see if it helps. So I'm going to start from 50, I think. Yeah, let's press OK. And then I'm just going to go to the presentation mode and see, now you can see this is looking great, awesome. So I'm just going to take a copy of this, Control C, Control F, put it to the top, select all of this and press Control 7. I just created a clipping mask. As you can see, undo takes a lot of time because of it has to do a lots of processing. Now what I'll do is I will create a version 2 by choosing a image from here. Okay, I have done the version 2, as you can see. So how did I get some inspiration from this? Just like before, I went to Behance and this time I searched for text effect, and then right here I thought this is cool looking. I like the way how the grain texture effect, all awesome. So using those, using those colors, the background and that the saturated green and the very dark green, so all of this I have put really cool looking, and I have removed that drop shadow as well, because now we don't need that anymore because the white wording is nice and visible. Not only that, to add that texture effect, I went to Google and searched for grain texture overlay, and then I found this one is cool looking from DeviantArt. If you need this link, I will leave it in the description below. So just go ahead and download it. I have downloaded it, so it's right here. So let us take this into the artboard, and to apply grain textures you have to figure out which works best for you. So it's all depend on how you want the texture effect to be. But if you want a similar one like how it's right here, all you have to do is change this to color dodge, and then as you can see, this will be obviously too much at first, and then the more you reduce it, like I think 36, this is not so bad, like keep it below. Right now it just feel overexposed now. I mean, the entire color doesn't feel right. I mean, this on itself is a good design, but I want it to be more closer to this. So when it's come to that, reducing this by a lot is the good idea. Like I'm thinking I will give it like 30. That would be awesome too. Now let us go and put it to the presentation mode, and you can see this is looking cool. Now one more thing, the texture quality is not enough because I didn't download this. I didn't log into this website and I didn't download this. That's the whole reason. I just copied it like this, which is not the good way. So if you want the high resolution of this, if I zoom, as you can see, this is not that high quality. So we need more of those resolution. So better to download by logging into this website so that you will get a high resolution. And if you put that here, it will look even more better than my one. Alright, all of you, see you all on the next video. So I'll be in the upcoming videos, I'll be making videos like this. I will help you to become a master graphic designer. See you all in the next video. Bye everyone.